Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be talking about stars from the biblical perspective, part 2 of 3. Some background. My mom attended a weekly Bible study through Bible Study Fellowship. This year they were studying Acts. During the study of Acts 19, a particular verse jumped out at her, and she excitedly shared with all of us. And when the city clerk had quieted the crowd, he said, "Men of Ephesus, what man is there who does not know what the city of the Ephesians is temple guardian of the great goddess Diana, and of the image which fell down from Zeus?" Acts 19:35. According to BibleHub.com's commentary, the word image is not found in the original Greek. But Diopetus Strong's 1356 means fallen from sky, fallen from the sky, fallen from heaven, or fallen from Zeus. Fun fact: the word Dios is of Greek origin. The meaning of Dios is of Zeus. So what does gracias a Dios mean? The commentary in Our Faith Life New King James Bible states that the image which fell from Zeus refers to the Greek mythology that Artemis, a stone, fell from the sky. This image likely refers to the meteorite fallen from the sky and is intended to highlight Artemis's divine origin. Now that's fascinating. Digging further, the palladium of the Trojans was mentioned in the commentaries, and we just had to discover what that was. The palladium is a wooden statue that fell from heaven and was kept at Troy. For as long as it was preserved, the city was safe. So the same was said of the palladium of the Trojans as the image of Diana or Artemis that fell from heaven. It has been supposed by some that this image of Ephesus was merely a conical or pyramidal stone which fell from the clouds, a meteorite, and that it is regarded with superstitious reverence as having been sent from heaven, according to the Edinburgh Encyclopedia article Meteorite. In John 8:44, our Messiah is speaking to the religious leaders. "You belong to your father, the devil. You want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. The devil is the father of lies. If the devil, Satan, Zeus, and Jupiter are one and the same, would it be that far-fetched? He could be throwing things down to earth to have people believe in the vastness of space, where objects fall to earth and people can worship them because they fell from the heavens. Have you not seen the gods must be crazy?"
One day, something fell from the sky.
Did you know that the Temple of Diana or Artemis is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Construction began in the mid-6th century BC. More than a century later, it was the largest building in Rome, Greece, or Asia. Roughly 4 times the size of the Parthenon in Athens. It featured 127 columns, each measuring 60 feet in height. It made Ephesus the center of Artemis worship. Who was the goddess Diana or Artemis? She was the daughter of Zeus in Leto. Diana is in modern day pop culture is Wonder Woman. According to DC Comics, her mother is Hippolyta, queen of the Amazon race in Greek mythology, while her father is Zeus, the ruler of all Greek gods, And while she had a few different tellings of her origin story over the years, a few things remain constant. She is an Amazon warrior with a godly lineage. DC and Marvel Comics have just resurrected what occurred during the time of Jared. They are the replacement gods. The Amazonians were a tribe of warrior women believed to live in Asia Minor. They were brutal and aggressive, and their main concern in life was war. Notable queens in the Amazons are Panthesilla, who participated in the Trojan War, and her sister Hippolyta. The Amazons fought on the side of Troy against the Greeks during the Trojan War. Now, recall my presentation on Revelation 2, verse 13, talking to the church of Pergamum. I know where you live, where Satan has his throne, yet you remain true to my name. You did not renounce your faith in me, not even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was put to death in your city where Satan lives. The altar of Zeus or Jupiter, or also called the throne of Satan, resided in Pergamum. Revelation 12:9. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Revelation 12:4. Its tail, referring to the dragon, swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of a woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. Wait! Why would this dragon want 1/3 of the gaseous balls in the sky? What's he going to do with them? We understand them to be angels, right? You know what's fascinating is that Hollywood stars have an overwhelming desire to become stars and have a star placed on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Deuteronomy 4:19 states, and when you look up to the sky and see the sun, the moon, and the stars, all the heavenly array, do not be enticed into bowing down to them and worshiping things the Lord your God has apportioned to all the nations under heaven. Things have never changed. Did you know about NASA's 2024 moon mission, Artemis? Her twin brother Apollo was the first lunar project mission to the moon. They are both named after the children of Zeus. Even one of the Gemini twins was fathered by Zeus. Don't forget Mercury, who was also a son of Zeus. Isn't it strange to you that Zeus is given such adoration even in our current culture? I mean, according to Revelation 2, isn't Zeus Satan? For all my CC friends, you might want to take a good long look at the science card for week 13. Who are we really honoring? Last fun fact that actually has to do with the current CV pandemic. Artemis.bm is a pandemic bonds holder, but again, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. A YouTuber researching pandemic bonds states, I have come across evidence of an insurance deal against extreme mortality in the UK, Canada, and Australia, taken out in February 2020 for 2 years. I'm sure it's nothing. We need to be diligent in our understanding of how the world's most powerful use and promote those who give glory to. Names mean something to them, people. In closing, when we read Exodus 23:13, pay attention to all that I have said to you, and make no mention of the names of other gods, nor let it be heard on your lips. Don't you find it interesting when we study science, particularly astronomical science, and anything relating to NASA, there's no getting around it. The ancient gods are whom they worship and desire us to as well. Finally, our stars, balls of gas, terra firma, the Bible, the Word of God, and the synchronized biblically endorsed extra-biblical texts agree that luminaries are a class of angels, but more on that in part 3.